So now that you've got the hang of basic widget editing, let's talk about managing widgets as well as adding new widgets to our page. We'll scroll down a bit and select the next widget, which, as we can see in the left panel, is the Image Carousel widget. Let's close out the Structure panel for a better view. The Carousel widget makes for a nice scrolling image display, but I'd prefer to have several of Sloan's portfolio projects displayed front and center on our homepage instead. We'll remove the main carousel and replace it with the portfolio widget. If we right-click the image carousel, we'll see options such as duplicate, copy, paste, and delete. We'll click delete to remove the widget from our page. Great! Now we'll go over to the left panel and scroll down to find the portfolio widget. Click and drag it into the canvas. Let go when the pink line appears where you want to place the widget. If we look in the Content tab under Query, we can see that the source of the projects displayed here is Posts. If you recall, during our WordPress Dashboard tour, we took a peek at the Posts section, where our portfolio projects are located. Currently, the widget is pulling in the kit's placeholder posts. Once we update the posts with our own projects, they will automatically or dynamically be displayed in the portfolio widget. We'll continue editing our homepage now. Later, after we've added our projects, we'll come back to preview the portfolio and edit its settings, if necessary. Let's scroll down to the About Us container and see what we have here. First, we have this interactive image on the left. We'll select it, and now we can see that it's the Call to Action widget. It has several content options available, including Image, Content, and Ribbon. But in this case, our kit is using only the Image option. Let's swap out the kit's image for a profile photo. Click Choose Image, and here we have several options. We can select an image from the media library, which currently only has media assets from our kit, or upload an image either by selecting one of our own images or dragging in an image file. I'll drag in an image of Sloan. Feel free to use whichever image best suits your website. On the right, we'll add alt text to describe the image. Alt text is important, both for search engine optimization, or SEO, and for making your website more accessible. We'll go ahead and click Select. Great! Next up, we have a heading widget. Let's update the text. The pre-applied global styles look great, so we can move on to the next widget, which is also a heading widget, and update the text here as well. Let's select the next widget. It's the Text Editor widget. We'll go ahead and update that with our text. I'll paste in my text, and of course, you'll use your own about text. We'll scroll down a bit to the Our Services container. I don't need it for Sloan's website, so I'll go ahead and remove it. But if you'd like to use it on your website, you can edit the widgets to fit your website style. I'll remove the Get Inspired containers as well, since we've added a portfolio widget at the top of the page. Okay, great. Now we have client feedback. I do want to keep this container and update it with Sloan's client feedback. Let's select it and make our edits. First, we have a heading widget, which I'm happy to leave as is. For the next heading, we'll update the text. The style is perfect, so we're done with that. Let's select the testimonials. Now we can see that it's the Testimonial Carousel widget, which is great for social proof. We'll go ahead and update the testimonials. You can see we have 3 items, and each one represents a testimonial. We'll click item number 1 and change the content. Next, we'll fill out the name. Under Title, I'll use the company name. Okay, great. Now we'll move on to item number 2, which is the second testimonial. And we'll add in our content. We'll do the same for item number 3. We have loads more content and style options, but I think it looks great, so I'll leave it like that. Let's scroll down a bit more, and here we have an image carousel widget. In this case, it's displaying logos from different companies. If you'd like to use this widget, you can swap out the images in the Content tab by uploading your own. Sloan is a freelancer working with smaller companies, so I'm going to remove it from her site. And that brings us to the end of the page content, where we have the website footer. In the next video, I'll show you how to edit buttons and links